What's going on, guys, and welcome to another video, another formation video. I always said I'll keep you lot updated whenever I change my tactics, whenever I do certain different things in the custom tactics, in what kind of players I play in those positions. So this is it. I've been playing a new patch for a bit. There is a new one come out. It doesn't really affect gameplay, but I've been playing this one long enough now. I've also done FUT Champions now, so I can tell you now that it does work in FUT Champions, definitely. I think I was 14-3 with this team, which is a big achievement, to be honest. That's quite good with this team. There's not many. Quagliarella is absolutely disgustingly awful. He's horrendous, so basically I was playing without a striker. But I will show you the tactics. Not a lot has changed, just certain little tweaks, and I will explain everything to you. What players you want where, like why. A full explanation basically of why I do certain things. Drop back is obviously the new meta since the finesse shot patch, and it hasn't changed up until now. Drop back is the most effective. It's just the easiest to defend basically. You don't want to be caught out. It's just the best way to defend. There's not really much to explain about it. Have a low depth if you're struggling. If you've got like faster players, you can go higher. As in, you've got like Maldinis, Varans and players like that. You can go a bit higher, but when you've got average players, or if you're not too comfortable defending, I would stick at 3 and 4. I personally go 3 as I like. I like to defend quite deep and then counter them really fast, so they're up there. The deeper you defend, the higher their players are, like when they're attacking you. So if you do counter, you have more space in behind. If you kind of get what I mean, you need to like force them onto you and then counter. That's the way I play. That leads on to fast build up. Fast build up is very, very key in the way that I play FIFA. I don't think I can play without fast build up. I like to just pass 1 touch, 2 touch, get in behind, 1-2s, chip through balls, etc. just to get at the opponent. Sorry. You want to score goals. That's the way obviously you win games. It's as simple as that. Don't concede and score more than the opponent. And in FIFA, you're always going to concede whatever formation, whatever players you've got, because it's bullshit, absolute bullshit. So you want to score more goals, and I find fast build up, you get a lot of chances. People can vouch for him in the past videos. This works, you know what I mean? I had Quagliarella up front, and what I said, he's absolutely terrible. Even he got chances, he just couldn't put them away. So that's basically it. You want fast build up. None of the others really work the way the game plays out. You just want to attack fast, you want to catch your opponent out, and for me that is the best by far. I always use fast build up on everything. Width at 5. You don't want to be too like I said in the previous videos, I always keep defensive and offensive width the same, because you don't want to be disjointed when you're going into different phases of play. When you're defending, you don't want your players to have to close in. Say if you were there, like they'd start out wider and then they have to close in when they're defending. Exactly the same. Going up the other end of the pitch, you don't want to be here on width, and then when you defend, you have to go out wider. It just disjoints the team. You want them to keep a stable position going forward and back. You want them to just stay in the same kind of lanes. That is the best to do it. Keep the widths on both defence and offensive the same. Players in the box on 4. You want your cam and your strikers to be in the box. That's about it. Also, you want another player that could join in your attack, depending on who you have, and I'll explain that further when I get into the instructions of the players. We got corners, free kicks too. There's not really much to that. And now you will see what I do, and I'll tell you what players I like to use where. Obviously, defenders have to be fast, physical, and good at jumping. All of these are. Tellers is a bit weak. That's why I've got an Ankai, puts his jumping up to over 90, I think it does. So he's good now. Militao, Allen, Walker, meta defenders, so you can't really improve those. Your holding midfielder will be your medium high. I think he's got medium high, medium at a push, like a Fabinho, but I prefer medium high. It works so well. And Allen, if you haven't used Allen, I don't know where you've been under a rock, but he's so good. I prefer him over Kante. He's so cheap as well. I think it's just the coin aspect that, and he's got 4-star skills, so it's a bit of a bonus. And you can rainbow flick out of defence and whatever. But the 2 centre mids are quite key now. You can switch what I'm going to say now, but I do it this way. I have my left centre mid on stay back while attacking, and my right centre mid on balanced, because you want that like late runner into the box. That player on the right who you have as your balance, so he's going to go forward and back, has to have high. He has to have high. He has to be able to make runs back and forward. That's why it works so well with balanced, because he will go forward and back whenever needed to. And like you say, I've got Mahrez here, so he joins as a fourth attacker, and he's actually not bad at defending. He actually gets a few tackles in, and because he's quite quick as well, his agility and his acceleration, he can burst out of defence and create the space between the midfield and your cam, which will be Douglas Costa, who also needs to be very, very fast. I would potentially stay away from high highs here. I would go high medium, medium, something like that, just so that they're not coming back a lot. You want them to stay forward, and like I said, Matuidi and Mahrez will be the link between the midfield and the attack, which is very, very key. Like I said, fast build up. You need to play into your cam, into your strikers, 1-2s, etc. Just really, really fast. Matuidi, you stay back while attacking, can be a medium high or high. Like obviously Matuidi's a high, but he's really, really good at defending, so he gets away with it. What I would do, I do like medium highs there. Like in my main team, I have Lucas Torreira there. Medium high, he's brilliant there. I used to play Militao at centre mid as well, medium high. You just need someone who's got decent pace. Your centre mids need pace. They can't be sluggish midfielders. You can't have a Toni Kroos in this formation. It won't work the way that I play. It might work the way you play, but not the way I play. They need to have pace. They need to be able to break the line to get past players. Like Matuidi's really good at, like, when you do step overs and go outside the defender. They don't really read it. I don't know why. He's like got gangly legs, so he gets past the defender easy. You can, spoken him a bit earlier. He needs to have pace. He needs to have pace. Costa and Sane I've used in this, and they work really, really well. The best to get out of this formation is start with a winger formation. Like anybody who's got right midfields, left midfielders, wingers, to get the best out of your front three. This is like you get your left winger, who would normally start at left wing at cam. That's where you get extra pace, like I said, Sane and Costa. You can obviously have Mbappe, Neymar, Hazard would be a really good cam as well. Like I said, they need pace. They need to be able to shoot. Costa hasn't got the best finishing, but on his left peg when he's outside the box, he can score goals, guys. Like you need your cam to be able to score a few. He will get so many chances. I'm actually going to switch him out for a player soon. You saw him, if you watched my last episode of Road to Glory, I got Limbombe. SBC, 5-star weak foot, good shooting as well, so he will be there going into this weekend, I reckon. The two strikers, you need good strike. You need players who can finish, because you will get so many chances. They need to be able to header, they need quite good jumping, and they need good positioning and finishing as well. Shot power preferably, because they just get chance after chance. Composure needs to be pretty high as well. Chances come all over the place with 4-1-2-1-2. You will get so many chances just because of how many players are forward. Like with Mahrez making that fourth player, someone might mark him and not Costa, and Costa gets a chance. That's why Costa is good, but he's not elite. Obviously this is a Road to Glory like team, so I haven't got that many to choose from. My main team is like a Sadio Mane there, who is basically a striker, so he can score goals. These strikers need to be good at all-round strikers, really. They need to have a bit of pace, good at dribbling, good shooting, and good heading as well. There's not really much to explain. It's just the best to get it out of it. I've done a lot of videos on the 4-1-2-1-2, so if you want to see gameplay for that, go and check those out. Go and check my Road to Glories. All my videos are 4-1-2-1-2, so you can, if you want to see gameplay, you want to watch that. This is more an in-depth talk about how to actually do things. I think when you put gameplay in, it's hard to follow, isn't it? You don't play the exact same way as me, so you're not going to follow the exact game. Like, I want to at a certain place, you're not going to do that, you know what I mean? It's better to just talk to you about it, and then you can actually, you'll see it better mentally if you talk about it than actually watching it on screen. So, in game, like I said, this is what I do. Fullbacks, always the same, I never change. Stay back while attacking and overlap on every single formation. You hold the midfielder, stay back while attacking and cover centre. That's basically his job. He just needs to tackle, so there's not much he can do. Like I said, you centre mids, stay back while attacking on your high. I prefer it on the left, and cover centre. I don't cover wing, always cover centre. I don't want people to play through me. I've got full backs to cover the wing, so whatever. Mahrez, balanced attack and cover centre. Like I said, high medium preferably. If you do high medium, I would go, or you can Paul Pogba would work at high-low, but that's because he is quite good at being a box-to-box anyway. But if you're going to play like a winger there, I would go Mahrez, someone like that, because he's got good stamina, and he's got high as well. So it's easy for Mahrez to play in the centre mid position. He's also like basically a playmaker, isn't he? So he fits really well there. Douglas Costa, stay forward. That is it. Literally, just he kind of free roams. He's the main. He'll be out on the wing. He'll be through the middle. He just creates your chances basically. So he needs to have good technical ability. He needs to be fast. He needs good at dribbling. He needs good crossing and shooting as well. So think about your Cam needs to be your most overall player basically. Neymar and Hazard in that position, be fucking amazing. Chiesa and Quagliarella, my strikers, both exactly the same. Stay central, get in behind and stay forward. It doesn't matter if they've got pace or whatever, you want them getting behind, you just want them as close to the goal as you can when they get chances. For cutbacks, just for nicking in behind the defence, whatever, just because, you know, defenders are poor and your strikers can just run past them at ease. And stay central, you obviously want them in the middle for headers, for chances, for shooting. So you want them on that. That is the bread and butter. Your strikers, you want them bang in the middle of the goal. You don't want them out wide. You want them to score your goals, so you want them to stay as central as possible. But yes, guys, that is it basically. That is the 4-1-2-1-2. If you need to keep rewatching it, or if you want a more in-depth talk, I will do it. But I feel like I've covered quite a lot of bases on this. Your fullbacks obviously need to be fast. I spoke about it. So keep in mind, centre backs, quick, strong, good at jumping, same as your fullbacks as well. Defensive mid, medium, high. Your centre mid, which is, it doesn't have to be your left centre mid, whichever one is on stay back while attacking, high or medium high, nothing else. Your right centre mid, which is your creative one, the player that breaks the line. If you've got Pogba's okay, the only high low I would say there. Apart from that, high medium, high works very, very well. Cam, I would keep him at high medium or medium, high low, something like that. You just want them to be attacking, same as your strikers. You want your strikers to obviously high medium, high low. It's perfect. Medium works as a striker as well. So Chiesa is medium high and he works really well. So with these stay central, getting behind and stay forward. He's just always forward, he doesn't get back, so the medium high doesn't affect him. So if there is another striker that is medium high and you're having doubts, get him, don't worry about it, he will stay forward. Hopefully it helps you. Like I said, I'm not going to show gameplay, I've showed gameplay in the past. This was more an in-depth analysis of how to play, who to play and why I actually play. But yeah guys, I'll wrap this one up now. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again in the next episode.